everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies, and Paramount has officially done it. They actually went ahead and released the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trailer, something that us Sonic fans have been waiting months and months for, to where it felt like an eternity. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is giving you guys my thoughts on the trailer, as well as giving you guys some theories on what could go down in this latest installment in the Sonic movie universe. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trailer. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so giving you guys my general thoughts on the trailer, I absolutely loved it. This has been my most anticipated movie of the year for quite some time now, and this trailer did absolutely everything right to raise my excitement for the movie a lot higher than it already was. I absolutely love the first two Sonic movies and think they're very great movies, and this definitely looks like it will be up to the same par as the first two Sonic movies, to where maybe this could even be the best film out of the entire trilogy. I mean, let's go ahead and start off with talking about Shadow the Hedgehog, because he looks absolutely fantastic. I think the way he looks in Sonic Movie 3 is actually better than the way he looked in Sonic Movie 2, and he still looked great in that post-credit scene. And in fact, it is now 100% official, Keanu Reeves will indeed be voicing Shadow the Hedgehog in this movie. And we don't really hear much of Keanu Reeves as Shadow in this trailer, but I already think that he is going to do an excellent job as this character. Paramount is not playing around with the character of Shadow, because they know that he is an absolutely fan-favorite character, and I definitely think that they're going to do Shadow justice in this movie. The fight between Team Sonic and Shadow is gonna absolutely be awesome, because Shadow is definitely gonna be beating everybody up. When Knuckles tries to fight Shadow, he literally breaks Knuckles' hand. That is absolutely insane. They even gave Shadow his motorcycle, which is something he's known for in the video games. Which begs the question, is he going to get his gun in this movie? Because in the Shadow the Hedgehog video game, he is known for wielding a gun, so I don't know if they're going to be bringing that into this third Sonic movie. And they also revealed that Shadow was friends with a character named Maria, who in the games was a very close friend to Shadow the Hedgehog. And it definitely seems like that they're keeping Shadow the Hedgehog's origin in this movie very accurate to the way it was in the games. And part of that origin is the death of Maria by some gun agents, which definitely seems like is going to be happening in this movie from this shot, which definitely reminds me of Aunt May's death in Spider-Man No Way Home. Which I think is the reason why Shadow is the villain of the movie and decides to try to wipe out humanity. Shadow is definitely gonna be the best part of the movie. But going ahead into other parts of the trailer, it's because that Shadow is able to beat Sonic and his friends, which is eventually what leads them to go ahead and ask Dr. Robotnik for his help. Which, by the way, I absolutely love the way the fat Robotnik looks in this movie. But this does lead me into the first theory of this video. So in the trailer, Robotnik agrees to help Sonic on one condition, and that is, he gets one of Sonic's quills. Which I don't even know what happened to that quill that Robotnik had from the first Sonic movie. But what is Robotnik going to use with that Sonic quill? Well, it's been theorized that it could eventually lead to the creation of Metal Sonic, possibly setting him up to either be the villain of the fourth movie or to have him be a surprise villain in this movie. But I guess time will tell. Also, I love how Knuckles still has his Flames of Disaster ability, which he got from the Knuckles TV series. One Easter egg to point out in this trailer is that Sonic and his friends seem to be in a restaurant where it looks like it's Chow's Garden, which is a location from the Sonic video games. But let's go ahead and move on to theory number 2, and that is, in the beginning of the trailer, we do see a painting done by Sonic of him and his mother, Longclaw, which leads me to my second theory of the movie, and which is that I think that we will get the definitive answer on whether or not Longclaw is still alive or not. Now, we actually never saw Longclaw die on screen in the first movie, so this movie could fully 100% confirm whether or not Longclaw is still alive or not. Let's go ahead and move on to the next theory that people have, and that is Tom Wachowski, aka Donut Lord, has a connection to Shadow the Hedgehog. So in the first Sonic movie, it's said that there's been a Wachowski looking over green hills for nearly 50 years. And that's the exact same time frame of when Project Shadow happened. And it has led people to theorize that either Tom's dad or his grandfather was involved with Project Shadow. And that would definitely be interesting to add in the movie because it would give a reason for Shadow to absolutely hate Sonic because Sonic knew someone that was involved with the creation of him and what ultimately led to the death of his best friend. And some quick things that I want to talk about before we get into that ending tease is that we got our first look at Kristen Ritter as a gun agent in this movie, and even though this image was not in the trailer, we still got a look at her nonetheless. Also, I think it's absolutely funny how Gunn is asking for Sonic and his friends' help to defeat Shadow, even though in the last movie, they were being hunted by the Gun Corporation in the last movie. I also think that this crab-like device has to be the best Robotnik vehicle that we've seen in the Sonic movies. At around 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the trailer, they play like an instrumental score version of the famous Sonic Adventure 2 song, Live and Learn. And will we see the return of the 7 Chaos Emeralds and Sonic going supersonic once again? Or better not, see Shadow go Super Shadow. But now let's go ahead and talk about the ending of this trailer, where it revealed Gerald Robotnik will be in the movie and he will be played by Jim Carrey. Now, if you don't know who Gerald Robotnik is, he is essentially the one who created Shadow the Hedgehog as a way to cure Maria, his granddaughter, from a rare disease she has. And by the time Shadow wakes up from his cryosleep, Gerald is already dead. But for the movie, it seems like that Gerald is still going to be alive, and this is absolutely a big deal for Jim Carrey. Because as a lot of you know, he doesn't really like to do sequels, and the only reason that he's done these Sonic sequels is because they're evolving the character of Eggman. And also, this will be the last Jim Carrey movie we ever get, because he's gonna be retiring from acting, so what better way to go out on a high note is by playing 2 different characters in the movie who are related to one another. And at the end of the day, I am super excited for this movie, and this trailer did nothing but get me even more excited. Like, I can't believe we went from an ugly Sonic that people absolutely hated and demanded to be redesigned, and it ultimately leading up to this what I think will be an absolutely awesome movie. Like, I am eagerly counting down the days until this movie's release, and I cannot wait to finally sit down in that theater and finally watch this movie that I've been anticipating for well over 2 years. But that was my thoughts on the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, as well as some theories from the trailer. I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about this trailer? And are there any theories that you believe that will actually happen in the movie? Be sure to comment that down below. And while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video, and have a great day. As well as giving you guys some theories on what could go down.
Oh no! Oh no!
What you just saw in that outtake was my wallet that was up on display for the Sonic 3 video falling down. I don't know how, it might have been the weight of the wallet, or it might have been a ghost. But I think it was kind of funny enough to include in this video as like an outtake, especially since this wallet fell down immediately after I said the word down on what could go down. But yeah, have a great day everybody.